Hello, great people. How are you? We are still revising for the mock. Those who watched the first video, if you've not watched the first video, I think you have to watch that before you continue with this one. We are solving for x, and the question says we should show that for equation above y is equals to minus x minus 2. Which equation is it talking about? It's this one, this equation. 4 exponent x plus 2 dot 8 exponent y plus 1 is equal to 2 exponent 1 minus x. They want us to show using this equation that y is equals to minus x minus 2. What are you supposed to do? This one carries 3 marks. So first you write the equation. That's what I've written. Then you try to, because this one is in base 2, you try to write everything in base 2. So if you check my 4, I can write it as 2 squared. And 2 squared is 4. Remember, x plus 2 is already an exponent. So the 2 is going to multiply. This 2, which is also an exponent, is going to multiply this x plus 2. Then this 8, we can write it as 2 to the power 3. Alright, let me bring my calculator. For us to use it. Okay. Now, so let's check with this. We know 2 to the power 3 is what? 8. We are still learning how to use the calculator. How do we press 2 to the power 3? Is 2. This is the power, then 3, which is what? 8. So this can be expressed as 2 to the power 3 because this one is in base 2. If it's in base 3, you try to express everything in base 3. So this exponent y plus 1 is already an exponent, and this 3 is going to multiply it. Okay. Then one of the laws of exponents says that if the bases are the same and it's multiplying, you add the exponent. So if you check this, dot means multiplication. So if you check that this is base 2, this is base 2. So the bases are the same, so you write it once. Then what do? You add the exponent. So if you check, you have this, which is that one, plus 3 into brackets y plus 1 equal to what you have here. Then, since the bases are equal, it means the exponents are also equal. So you equate the exponent. So 2 x plus 2 plus 3 into bracket y plus 1 should be equal to 1 minus x. Then we are going to expand. So 2 times x is going to give us 2x. 2 times 2 is going to give us 4. 3 times y is going to give us 3y. 3 times 1 is going to give us 3. Then when you continue, you try to make y the subject of the formula. So first, remove everything around 3y. So I'm going to transpose this minus 4, and it's going to come here as negative 4. But already we have 1 minus x, so you don't do anything to it. You write that one. Alright. Then I'm going to transpose this 2. This is plus 2. If I transpose, it's going to be minus 2x. Then if I transpose this plus 3, is going to be minus 3. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Now, Before I divide both sides by 3, let me simplify the like terms. What are the like terms? Minus x minus 2. This is going to give us minus 3x. Remember, there is 1 in front. Alright, so it's like minus 1 minus 2, which is going to give us minus 3x. Then this is also going to be 1 minus 4 minus 3. And what would that give us? Minus 6. Then you divide both sides by 3. So this side by 3, this side by 3, this side by 3. And if you divide that by 3, this side you are going to get negative 1. Then negative 6 divided by 3 is going to give us negative 2. How do you press that on the calculator? You press this for that one. Then you press your minus 6 over 3, which is going to give us minus 2. So we have shown that this equation is equal to y is equals to minus x minus 2. Okay, let's continue with the next question. The next question says, hence, solve for x and y simultaneously. So let me move this to that. So to solve it simultaneously, so this is the question. Hence, solve for that one simultaneously. How are we going to solve that simultaneously? Remember, we're given 2 equations in the question. Let me show you those 2 equations for the sake of those who did not watch the first. Okay, this was the first equation, which we changed it to y is equals to minus x minus 2. And this is the second equation. Alright. So this equation, the first one, has been written in this form. Alright, this has been simplified to this form. So this is the first equation. Then the second equation, which is this one, that is what I've written here. So what does it mean? If I see y, so these are the 2 equations that we are going to consider. Alright, so if I see y, I'm going to substitute minus x minus 2. Is that okay? Okay. Now, let's call this y is equals to minus x minus 2. This one, equation 1. Then let's call this equation 2. Then we substitute y into equation 2 using the expression from 1. So, this expression, x squared is this. This is the plus. Instead of writing y, I'm going to write what? Minus x minus 2. This one. Because y is equals to minus x minus 2. But it's y squared. So, all squared. So, the whole of this is y squared. Plus x. Instead of writing y, what am I supposed to write? Minus x minus 2, because y is equals to this. Equals to 7. Then I need to expand this one. How am I going to expand that? Okay. I'm going to show you how to expand this one. Let's see. My first equation is this one. I'm going to write that equation here. Then this one, let's have it this way. Okay. Now, how did we expand this one? I'm writing it. This is minus x minus 2 squared. It means it's minus x minus 2 times minus x minus 2. So how are we going to expand? Let me make it a little bit bigger for you to see it well. Okay. Now, minus x minus 2 minus x times minus x is going to give us x squared. Alright. So you have your x squared. So we have our x squared. Let me just write x squared. My x squared is this one. So this is my x squared. Then minus x times minus 2. What is that going to give us? Plus 2x. So the first one is this times this is going to give us x squared. Then this times this one, that is minus x times minus 2 is going to give us what? Plus 2x. How do you press that on the calculator? You see, the trick is for this one, if I want to press minus x times minus 2, there is 1 in front here. If you are having problem, you press minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 2, which will give us 2x. So the same applies to this. So this will also going to multiply that. So this is also going to give us 2x. Then minus 2 times minus 2 is going to give us what? Plus 4. Are we together? So that is what we have here. So this is going to be x squared, which is this one, plus 4x, which is 2x plus 2x. Then plus 4, which is this 4. Then we are going to also expand this one. How do we expand this? Is minus x times minus x times minus x, which is going to give us minus x squared. Then x times minus 2 is going to give us minus 2x is equals to what? 7. Alright. Okay. Now, let's continue. So if we simplify this one, this and this are like terms. So this is going to give us 2x squared minus x. So it's going to give us x squared. Then this and this are also like terms. So 4x minus 2x is going to give us 2x. Then if I transpose this 7 to this side, it's going to be minus 7. So you will have 4 minus 7. So 4 minus 7 is going to give us minus 3. Alright, that's why we have this one here. Then here you can use the quadratic formula, or you can use the factor